Ding Liren wins 2023 FIDE World Championship in rapid tiebreaks. GM Ding Liren is the new world champion after beating GM Ian Nepomniachtchi in the final rapid tiebreak game of the 2023 FIDE World Championship. Following a 7-7 tie in a thrilling 14-game classical match, it all came down to the final rapid game, which Ding won with black in sensational style. For the first time since 2013, the torch has been passed to Ding, the 17th world champion. With the scores locked at 1.5 to 1.5 in a match that White had statistically dominated overall, 5 wins for White and 1 for Black in the first 17 games, very few people expected that Ding would look to press with Black in the final game. The anti-martial was the arena for the 18th game. After finding success with the opening in earlier games where he had, in his own words, had every chance, Nepomniachtchi declared his intent to play for a win with the unusual 13.bb1. As the middle game progressed, both players made decisions that implied that they were playing for a win. Ding would later state, "The white pieces are not always the advantage." As the position opened up, Nepomniachtchi's bishop pair began to look ominous, and many viewers began to write Ding off. During this time, chess.com viewership across all platforms peaked at 441,000 viewers, almost doubling the average viewership of the broadcast, which had been 220,000. Both numbers are records for the website. With the chess world waiting with bated breath, Nepomniachtchi soon played an inaccuracy, 35.Ra1, which brought the position back to equal, although the position still looked easier for Nepomniachtchi. "It was hard to imagine I could lose," were the self-admitted thoughts of the candidate's winner about this moment, and most viewers probably anticipated that it was a 2-result match. Both Caruana and Hess were alert to the fact that Ding's best remaining chance was to play into an ending where the A-pawn could become dangerous, and it seemed that Ding had the same intuitive feeling. Then, the unexpected happened. The move, which left Ding's bishop end prize with a dangerous threat of a king and rook fork, shifted the momentum. Nepomniachtchi briskly offered a draw by repetition with checks on the light squares, and the game appeared to be heading this way before Ding played the astonishing 46, Rg6. In what can only be described as a chess coach's nightmare, the now world champion's idea to play for a win was to pin his second strongest piece to his king. "I felt my king was safer on h7, was Ding's nonchalant reasoning for a move that would later be identified as the catalyst for victory. In a style that will now become synonymous with his reign as the 17th world champion, Ding rolled his pawns up the board to victory. A shake of hands on the 68th move signaled the end of an extraordinary match that nearly needed blitz tiebreaks to split the players for the first time in chess history. A gracious second handshake and admittance of defeat. Congratulatory messages poured in from chess greats of all generations, although Ding would have likely felt most fulfilled getting the nod from the former world champion GM Magnus Carlsen, who tweeted, "Self-pinning for immortality." For those interested in the 3 games that led to the final showdown, they were full of excitement and huge moments as well. Ding opened the tiebreaks with 1.d4, an opportunity for redemption after his game 14 spiraled out of control. In a return to his roots, a Catalan structure soon appeared on the board, and Caruana announced, Ding was definitely dictating the result of the opening. Nepomniachtchi played in his usual style, moving both quickly and actively, and neither player shied away from middle game complications when they arose. Zwischenzug was a central theme for both players in the first game as they wrestled for the initiative. The anti-martial was Nepomniachtchi's choice in Game 2, and the decision to play this opening was made with the knowledge that he had found small edges in both games 11 and 13 with the same setup. Like in the 11th game, Nepomniachtchi tried to coax Ding into playing with a b5-c5 setup and gain access to the d5 square, but Ding showed his own hand, changing the dynamics of the position with 11.c4. As the position progressed, Nepomniachtchi earned the right to attack, courtesy of Black's ruptured pawn structure. Hess boldly claimed that there was a distinct opening advantage for Nepomniachtchi, but Ding once again proved his mettle with clinical defense, exchanging into a drawn rook and pawn ending and keeping the scores level. Nepomniachtchi, later rueing missed chances in this game, stated, "The key moment was in the second game. I had more chances to win but didn't realize it." He eventually forced a rook swap that left the players hurrying toward a repetition. After the fateful deciding game and being freed from the shackles that prevented them from sharing information about their preparation and teams, Nepomniachtchi would reveal that his team included none other than former world champion GM Vladimir Kramnik, as well a big team in support that included GMs Maxim Matlikov, Ildar Karulin, and Nikita Vishyagov. When asked about how he would celebrate the victory, Ding mentioned that he would like to travel in his spare time. As far as spare time goes, there will be little rest for the champion after this event. In 4 days, He will begin playing in the Grand Chess Tour in Bucharest, Romania, joined by Nepomniachtchi, Rapport, and other top GMs.